We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Royals and the Washington Nationals. It's Nationals baseball next on the show. Steven Strasburg, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Now batting, Jose Ramirez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty B. You know what, D-Road? Now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's in time. Into the box now, Luis Valdez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Strasburg has pitched his way to over 1,600 innings of work at the big league level, and through those innings he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. A 1 pitch on its way. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Again, Matt, it's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And it's 1-2. Strasburg has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Valdez is retired, 2 down now. Now in the box, Alejandro Sanchez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire. 2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Sent on the ground out to second. He's right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So Justin Verlander will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. And this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
A speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's the ball.
And there's ball one. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, Dero. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
The 1-2.
2-2 now.
Fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Swinging a soft liner. And that's out number 1.
Batting second, the center fielder.
In now is Adam Eaton. His line against Justin Verlander. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch on its way from Verlander.
Nope.
Too low, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
And that's taken for strike 1.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy's gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So nothing. Well, there is some weather in the area as we begin the second, and for more on that, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi, and thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store. From the stretch, Elvis Villarreal is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2. strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. And now a pitch on the way.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 delivery. Hit in the air to right field. Barron is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Low for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Well, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
Into the box now, Danny Nowakowski. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0.
Ball, that's out.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, you got to find yourself in some great counts, and he certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
Perez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
3-2, a full count to the Royals center fielder.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Pulled toward right center field. Eaton is under it, and the inning is over. Royals leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. In now, Nolan Arenado. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. First offering on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Drilled to the right side. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. 2-0 now.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
2 balls and a strike. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
3-2, full count. Here comes the payoff pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Struck him out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
He's set. Here it comes. Wilmer Defoe is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that can run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bottom of the second here with no score. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Striding in, Eric Barron. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate, and he fouls this one off. twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
2 down, runners at first and second. A ball and 2 strikes now.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
The set and the 1-2, and it's fouled away. Here's the 1-2, and a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Nats leave a pair. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Adam Dougherty, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. And with 1 away, we'll bring you a look at the current division standings, and you can see these guys have their work cut out for them if they want to make noise in the division. He's set, and the pitch. Justin Verlander comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. 3rd inning, no score to this point. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Here's the first pitch to him. Jose Ramirez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. He's got it. Off balance throw. Gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. AC down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score.
At the start of the day, they find themselves as one of the worst teams in the league in hitting the long ball and scoring runs. I talked to one player before the game that told me he thinks things have sort of snowballed on them this year. They didn't get off to a good start, and since then, most everyone has simply been searching for answers and trying to do too much. He admitted it's been a frustrating year, but they have to keep pushing forward and looking for better ways to generate offense. Back to you guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Steven Strasburg is the batter now as he looks at a bowl of 1-0. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here this pitcher mixed in a knock. Playing in the National League, he gets way more opportunity to work on his craft from the offensive side of the ball. NL pitchers definitely have an advantage in these interleague games.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Barehanded at his ankles. Hey now.
The center fielder, number 2.
Adam Eaton digging in next. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way.
Ball.
'88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
1-1, here it is.
That's a ball.
That misses. 2-1 the count now to the National center fielder. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Goldschmidt.
Verlander pauses. Here's the first pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at-bat. Not much reason for it.
Well, obviously not biting on the first 2, so it looks as though they'll just go ahead and wave him down to first base for free here.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And in next, it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. Fouled off. Comes set, the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And there's ball 2 now.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Ready with the 2-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Slapped hard the opposite way. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Digging in for his second at-bat, Luis Valdez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Change up, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
1-0 the count. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. A 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
At the plate now, Alejandro Sanchez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
And he takes ball two, and it's 2-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Elvis Villarreal. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team the lead.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. Severino gathers, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Up next to the Royals, the first baseman.
So here's Jose Abreu, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count. He's set. The 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Men on third with 2 down. And he fouls this one off. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the second. Digging in, Michael Conforto. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case. Looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Right fielder looking up at the track, the wall, and that one is gone.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup, so a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And it's a full count to Defoe now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now the payoff pitch home. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. The next 3-2. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Strike swinging. Chased a high one there.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Nobody out, runner on first. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Ready on 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Nowakowski will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Pedro Severino. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Ready with the 0-1. Verlander's starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Steven Strasburg is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
I'm sure the boys are going to blow him up in the clubhouse for that ugly swing right here. But he has a chance to regroup, take a deep breath, take a step out of the box, and know you got a few to play with.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch, and it's fouled away. Verlander pauses. 2-2 on its way home. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Nats on the board first. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the Royals' offensive production to this point, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Number 13.
All right, thanks, Heidi. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This one's down to third. Gloved by Arenado. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 12.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Danny Nowakowski. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And it's 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. The 2-2.
We got a full count.
Adam Doherty waits on deck. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
To the plate now, Adam Doherty fouled away. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit high and deep out to left field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
That's what good hitters do. You get a pitch you like, and you just explode on it. He blasted that one over the left fielder's head for an easy double.
Into the box, Justin Verlander. And Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. A ball and a strike to count to the Royals pitcher. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. One and one. Here it is. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Trey Turner. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a looper to left. Villarreal comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Runners on first with 1 down. There goes the runner. Pitch outside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And now after the stolen base, it looks as though the dugout wants to go ahead and put him on here to keep that double play in order with 1 away.
Now batting,
so first and second with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. As a look, now the pitch.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
First and second now, 1 man out. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. It's high, and they're not going to get him at third. It's a double steal.
You know, catchers don't work on throwing to third quite as much as they do to second. And I'm sure he's not too happy with himself about that one. A good throw might have got him, but that one just sailed on him a bit.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. So stepping in, Michael Conforto. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
The last at-bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. So striding forward now, Wilmer Defoe. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder giving chase. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And the runner will score from second. He pulls into third safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
The right fielder, number 20.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero in the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 pitch on the way.
2 balls, no strikes.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. To first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Jose Ramirez. And then he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
One and one to count. Here it comes. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Conforto comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for route number 1.
The right fielder.
Stepping into the box, Luis Valdez. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next to the board.
Settling in now, Alejandro Sanchez.
Alejandro Sanchez.
First offering on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And standing in, Pedro Severino. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. Now time is called, and this might be about a little time for that reliever to get loose. Damian Hollis enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 57, Damian Hollis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hollis, an Ohio native. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. A windup and the 0-1.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Valdez moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Into the box now, Steven Strasburg getting the hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
The batter, number 7.
Here now is Trey Turner. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-1 the count to Trey Turner. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now. 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Bouncer up the middle, reined in, and the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
The center fielder, number 2.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Adam Eaton. First pitch on its way. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
And he fouls this one off. Here's another 0-2. Half swing that time. They'll appeal it down to third. No swing, says Gary Simmons. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. To second now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Number 44.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Only 1 in the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Elvis Villarreal. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Now the 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
The 2-0. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Jose Abreu stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And the pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Two and 1 to the Royals' first baseman. And the 2-1. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left.
Gone!
It's a solo home run for Jose Abreu. 19th home run for him on the season. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Now back, the catcher, Salvador Perez.
And up steps Salvador Perez as Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike one.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Popped him up. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are two gone now.
Now back.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
Danny Nowakowski is in with two away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He's set. Here's the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Barron is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join.
Last half of the seventh here, and in next it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone. Striding in now for the Nats, Michael Conforto. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. Popped him up. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out. And here now is Wilmer Defoe. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. This is foul right side. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game. That misses. 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Ramirez to his left. He's there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at. Now at the plate, Adam Doherty. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Adam Doherty.
From the stretch. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. 1 away. Next up for the Royals, the pitcher, Damian Hollis. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Swung on and missed.
0-1's the count.
Now the 0-1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. Stepping in, Jose Ramirez. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket right here. He sees the finish line, Dan, and he's got a chance at this.
Well, there's no doubt about it right now. And what makes it easier, too, from a manager's standpoint right now, you could probably just go to one guy in the bullpen to finish this game. A terrific job, 7 2/3 up to this point.
And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage 2-0.
He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now a foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 3, and that ends. In now for Washington, Eric Barron. He bats here as the reigning Rookie of the Month in the National League. And it's fouled away. Windup and the 0-1. 1-1.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
1-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Pedro Severino comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
No ball, 2 strikes.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Nowakowski will wait on it, and that's out number 2. George Costa will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 1 home run and 15 RBIs. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. Costa swings and throws from the right side and stands at 5'10". He's a second-year big leaguer. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Into the box, Trey Turner. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. In there for strike 1. takes strike two.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt. Louis Bollinger comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. All set to start the ninth in this one, and set to go as the third baseman, Alejandro Sanchez. Here comes the first pitch. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 2-1. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
The left fielder, number 25, Elvis.
Standing in now, Elvis Villarreal. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. Two balls and no strikes to the Kansas City left fielder.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
And there's ball three on a breaking ball that misses away. Jose Abreu waits on deck. And that's outside. He lost him ball four. At the plate, Jose Abreu. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
That's ball two. 2 balls, no strikes.
Two and one.
Count is 2-1.
One out and a runner on second base. And did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Barron is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting,
Coming to the plate now, Salvador Perez. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. And that misses ball one.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Makes the catch, and the Nationals will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over. Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score.
The final line score for the ballgame tonight for the victorious Washington Nationals.
It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Nationals allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 5-1. Top the AL Central, 6 games up on second place. Heading into the day, the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central. They're over